Hello friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm very happy to have you here, and today I have an apartment speed build to share with you. I'm really excited about it because I'm really happy with how it turned out. Hello friends, it's me, Sasha, from the future. I tried a different editing style for this video. I I don't think it went great because I would like so I cut together the speed build from just footage of The Sims 4, and then I filmed myself reacting to the video, but instead of trying to do it all in one take, I would like pause the video and then like go back and like repeat stuff or like do a different take or whatever. That was like fine. But then as I'm editing it, I put in the speed build footage, or I added my reaction to the file workspace, whatever it's called, that I cut the speed build in. And every time I would like cut a piece, like cut a part of my reaction, it would cut a part of the speed build out. And then I was like, okay, well, whatever, I fixed that. But then there were gaps between the speed build and like me talking. So at some points, I think more towards the end, I'm gonna get like a little bit ahead of what the speed build is doing, and I don't know how to fix it for this video, but like we're gonna try and not let it happen in the future. And that is my disclaimer for this. We're learning. If anyone knows anything about DaVinci Resolve, let me know. I know I could watch a YouTube video on it, but all those videos are like 15 minutes long, and who knows if they answer my specific question. That's it. I promise it's still a pretty build, and I hope you like it. Oh god. Anyway, yep, let's go ahead and look at the build. Okay, so this is an apartment for a sim that I made in CAS, and I really tried to base it strongly off of their likes and dislikes. And we ended up with this really artsy sim who likes mid-century modern furniture, plants, bright colors, yellow and green. You'll see a lot of that through here. And all right, this apartment is in the eco lifestyle world, which is Evergreen Harbor. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a Sims lore genius, but I think that's the one. And it's just a studio apartment, which I don't know. I think fits with the space. It ends up having like a lot of like living and dining room, which doesn't make sense for just one person, but you know what? Why not? Relish in it. But we're doing the kitchen right here, and we end up cluttering it up quite a bit. And I think it ends up looking really cute. I really, like I said, I think we're gonna really like what we end up with. But we're getting like a little tea area in the bread box. I always do that. I always place cabinets before I clutter up the counters, and then when I like move the camera to get like a bird's eye view of the like I can't see it because I placed the cabinets, and I always have to delete the cabinets and replace them. When am I gonna learn? When am I gonna learn? Maybe someday. Yesterday was not that day. And I really love, oh my god, that bread box swatch. That's so cute. And we're placing the little fruit bowl and some plants. There's gonna be a lot of plants. And a kitchen runner. I love a good kitchen runner. I think that they're underused, honestly. More respect for kitchen runners. That's my platform for 2021. Vote Sasha. I do end up changing those curtains to be, I think, a yellow kind of vibe. I don't know. You and I will both find out at the same time, I suppose. But here we're cluttering up this shelf. I love that shelf. And I had to cut out a lot of me figuring out the little dining area, which ends up being just to the left of the kitchen. But I'm using the vampire. I think that's the vampire pack tile. I love that tile so much. I never get to use it because I usually don't build like super colorful things. But that little dining area took me an embarrassing amount of time to figure out. I tried so many different tables. I don't know, I just couldn't get anything to fit, but I'm really happy with what we ended up with. And I believe, end up changing. Yep, there it goes. It's going white. And then that goes red. And I place a little sideboard table over here, and I do end up switching it with a turntable. So I do hang up a painting above the little seating area back there. And you'll see in just a second that I'm looking for a painting to put on the wall above what ends up being the record player. And I don't end up picking a painting because I figured an artsy sim lives here. Why not just hang up one of her paintings? So I do end up doing that, and we'll see that at the end. Okay. And I end up using that clock from Bowling Night, Bowling Alley. Bowling with Friends. Bowling for Soup. No, I don't think that's the name of the pack. It'd be fun though. Okay, and then the living room. Like, look, that's a lot of space for one person. Look at this. I really could have made this a 2-bedroom apartment, but the problem is I didn't want to make 2 Sims. That's a lot of outfits you got to go through, and I am not fantastic at CAS. Also, very good news about this build. Before I built it, I took all the CC out of my game, so there's definitely no CC in this. If there is, my game's special. My game's simply special. I don't know. I got EA approved CC, I guess. But no, you should be able to download it. Like, I'll leave my gallery ID link in the description below, of course, so that you could download this if you would like to. We were using the sectional sofas, of course, because obsessed. Dream Home Decorator. And the rug I used, you probably saw. You definitely saw, because it's in the video. But that's the size down Realm of Magic rug. It ends up looking really cute. I really love the little, like, the green and red and yellow. I was feeling a little bit bold going with, like, I knew I was going to use yellow and green because those were the Sims' favorite colors. But then when I tossed the red in there, I was like, whoa, am I ready for this? And I'm glad I took that chance on myself because it ends up looking really good. I really like it. And now we're giving her a little office space. She's got her desk, and then I'm going to try and put a plant in the corner by the desk, but don't worry. But instead of a plant, I do end up giving her an art easel, which I think fits a lot better and is more functional. Wait, that palm tree thing from Paranormal Stuff, I really wanted to make that palm tree from Paranormal Stuff work in this build, but I just couldn't find the space for it. I was really sad. I was hoping I could fit it in the bathroom, because before I built this, I was scrolling on Pinterest, as one does, and I saw like a super plant-filled bathroom, and you'll see, like, I do put quite a few plants in the bathroom, but I really wanted to put that palm tree like next to the tub or something, like by the window, but it just and I'm putting up curtains just to be like a separation between the bedroom and the living room, because it's not a real bedroom, it is a studio technically. And I had a really tough time like figuring out the color scheme for the walls here. Because I really wanted it to be like light and bright and airy, but all the pastels just, they weren't doing it for me. But then I do like this. It's not fantastic. But the pastels, they just felt like not pastel enough. They felt like faded and like jaundiced. This yellow is not quite yellow. And I didn't want to overuse the paranormal wallpaper that I used in the living room. But I ended up going with the green stucco, and I love it. I love it. You know, sometimes you just need the depth. So if you're thinking, oh, if I want my room to be bright and colorful, I need bright colored walls, you're wrong. You're wrong. Learn from my mistakes. And because I am obsessed with Dream Home Decorator, I am making a closet. Custom wardrobe, just like everyone's doing these days, and rightfully so. It's a fan. Oh God, I love Dream Home Decorator. It's so good. Oh my gosh, the hanging clothes. That used to be like my favorite type of CC, where you could like get individual pieces of clothing that you could like hang up. And we're cluttering up the closet. Okay, hold on. This you'll see in a second. The shoes, how they don't slot to the top two shelves. And I tried to like raise it up, but then like they ended up floating and I don't have the OMSP shelf. So I had to let it be. So those slots are empty. You're free to fill them if you download this. And I'm filling up the other side with knickknacks because like I said, I'm sure she loves knickknacks. I've been using gnomes a lot recently in builds. I used a lot of gnomes in the last build too. I don't know. But I got the llama in there. And a llama's legs do clip through the bottom of the shelf. So just like, don't move your camera that way. Okay, and over here, I wanted to use a vanity. Well, I didn't want to use a vanity, but I wanted the essence of a vanity without like having the actual furniture piece. So I'm like creating a sort of like makeup corner. And I feel like this is someone who really enjoys doing their makeup in like fun, bright colors and like wild eyeliner. So I'm just doing that here and I end up changing the color of that chair. I don't think I've ever used that chair before in my life, but I'm really happy it exists because it was perfect for here. Sometimes it's nice to just have little aesthetic touches to your builds that aren't necessarily functional, but they look really pretty. And then I just changed the outside wall to the same green as in the bedroom. And I considered doing that to like the opposite wall on the other side of the living room, like where the front door is, but I voted against it. And now we're going into the bathroom. I know I said that I didn't get to use the plant that I wanted, but I'm still really happy with how it came out. I'm just really happy with this build because I'm not like, I never used to build with like bright colors or anything, but that's something I started doing when I started streaming Sims 4, and it's been fantastic. If you don't build with bright colors and you think, Sasha, that's not for me, I can't do it, I'm begging you try it. One of the first things that led me to loving building with color was, what did I do? I did an apartment where every single room was a different color, and it was so fun. It was fantastic. I saw swatches I've never seen before in my life. And that was the end of monochromatic Sasha. Do I miss her? No. There's a lot more furniture and decor than I would normally put in a bathroom. Because you usually always do like a 2x3 or sometimes a 3x3. I think, what is this? This is like a 4x3 or something. Or a 4x4. Like, this is a big bathroom. But I think it fits. I think it fits with the space. And I'm going to place some plants on that table. That's where I was thinking I would put the paranormal palm tree plant. But it just wasn't in the cards. But I do hang up some of those debug. Well, not debug, but what are they? Unlockables from Nifty Knitting. The tree, it was not meant to be. And the hanging plants, oh, absolutely amazing. Thank God. I can't believe it took us so long to get decent hanging plants. But at least we got there. Plants on the table are actually too close to the bathtub for it to be usable, but don't worry. I play tested it and I moved it over, so now it's functional. You're welcome. Okay, and I just do a little bath mat right there with size down My First Pet stuff, rugs, and then I'm gonna hang up some curtains. I end up using these beautiful curtains, paranormal stuff, fantastic. All the stuff that came in that pack. I'm gonna change the light, and that's the end of the speed build. I'll see you in the build. Okay, so before we get to the build, I would like to introduce you to our sim, London Eastman. Do you see the inspiration for the apartment? I think it's very fitting, but I love her so much. I think she's the coolest. And I'll put her up on the gallery too, in case anyone's interested in having the apartment and the character. But all right, here's our apartment. As you can see, very bright, and let's make it nighttime so you get the full effect of the lighting. Like, hold on. Isn't that so cool? I think this is the cutest. And you can see her artwork that we've so beautifully displayed all over the place. But yeah, I really like it. I love everything, you know? I just think it's really beautiful. I think it fits her really well. I was worried that this would look all too busy, and it is a little bit, but I think it works for London. You can see the plant table is a bit more over to the left, so both the toilet and the bathtub work perfectly, so you're good to go if you want to play in this apartment. I'm glad I made it a studio and not a one bedroom, because then you get the sight line to the big windows there, because if you've played in these apartments, there's not a lot of windows. It's a little hard to make this one a 2-bedroom because you've got that one tiny window over there, and then like this is the one spot where you could do like a decent bedroom, as we've done. And then it's not great. I'll be honest, our options are not super wide open in terms of where to place decent bedrooms. But as long as London the Sim is happy, I'm happy. And I am happy. So thank God. And there's an overview of it. It's very quick. It's an apartment. It's not a lot of space, but it's still really pretty. If you haven't downloaded an apartment from the gallery before, it has to be saved and uploaded as a room. And so in order to do that, I just delete the wall where the door is, and then you just re-add the wall when you download it. Easy peasy. And I'm going to keep it named the lot that it goes on, which is Stone Street Apartments number 3. And I'll put my origin ID and all that information in the description. And with that, my friend, you have made it to the end of the speed build. Thank you for watching. If you would like to hang out with me on the internet some more, come hang out on Twitch. I'm live every day except for Wednesdays and Sundays, and we play a plethora of games. So more than just Sims 4, and I'd love to see you there. My schedule is up on my Twitch, and I will link that in the description below, along with my gallery ID and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and all the other socials where you can find me. Slowly but surely, I am learning how to make YouTube videos. So I appreciate you sticking with me through the learning process. That is going a bit less smoothly than I would have hoped so, but it is still going, so I can't really complain. But other than that, I'll see you around. I'll see you in the next one of these, hopefully sometime soon, hopefully with less hiccups on my end. And like I said, you can find me on Twitch, on Twitter, on Instagram, and all fun places on the internet. And until you see me next, have a wonderful day, my friend. Goodbye. This is the end of the video. This is the end. Should I write theme music? Maybe next time. Let me figure out editing first before we do branding.